everyone, welcome to back to my channel. Hope you're doing fine. So welcome to a little short video. I'm just trying to figure out if I really need my bloom recipe. So let me just put on some base. So this is the same base I've been using before. And I'm going to put on some leftover paints. These are DecoArt metallics. This is garnet, and I've got a tiny bit of gold left over, 24 karat gold. Got a little bit of berry left. On top. Let's put some black cell activator on my little palette knife. Just put it all over. Like so. Like this. Let's push it in, swirl it around a little bit just to create some motion. Like that, and let's spin. Got a lot of bubbles. Let's just put some more paint on the sides, help it flow a little bit more. Let's just move it like this because the spinner is just not working. I think I want to leave that dark corner, but there's still too much paint on here, so I need to get some more off. So let's see if this experiment works. Let's zoom you in just a little bit. I'm really liking it. There's a lot of paint on here still, so it might crack. But let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'll show you the dry results. Thank you for watching. Bye everyone! So it's resin time. My little canvas is nice and dry. It is still really shiny, but it's nothing compared to it when it was wet. So I want to do a resin top coat because that makes everything come out just a little bit nicer. So what we're gonna need is our resin. I'm using the Silicones and More HT epoxy resin. So it's a heat resistant resin with a short working time. So it comes with the safety sheets and all the information, like so. Every single manufacturer will have a sheet like this, and it has the safety instructions on it. So wear gloves, wear a respirator, wear goggles. Please do, it's your own safety and your health. So I've got this little canvas, it's level. So I use this app on my phone. You can also use a normal level system, but I find the app is a lot easier. So it's level both ways. So let's get to mixing. Put on some gloves. So I like to use these little silicone beakers, because you can just let the resin harden in it and just peel it out. And I'm using a plastic stick. You can use a wooden one, but I like the plastic ones because they can be reused. So let's put this on 0. I'm working in grams, and I think I'm gonna need about 10 grams, so it's a 2-to-1. So let's go for 6 grams of the resin and 3 grams of the hardener. There you go. So now I'm going to start a timer on my phone for 3 minutes. And I'm going to stir. And you can see it starts to get a little bit cloudy. So that's because the two components aren't mixed properly. So while stirring, it will start to clear up. So go over the bottom, scrape the sides, and don't forget to scrape your stick. And keep doing that till my timer runs out. So let's get back to stirring, and I will be back in a second. So that was 3 minutes, and as you can see, it's clear now. So I'm just gonna pour it on my project. Like so. And in this case, I'm just going to use my fingers to just move it around. And you can see the instant shine coming back. So in this case, I'm also doing a thin layer on the sides. So just go over it so you can feel that everything's wet. You don't need a lot on the sides, just a little bit. You can also use a brush or a silicone tool, a wooden stick, whatever you prefer. I like to use my fingers because I can feel where I've put the resin. So that feels like I've got every side. Try to keep one hand clean, or you can double glove. I'm just using the window to see if I missed any spots. And then you want to use a little torch and get any bubbles that are in there. Keep moving because you will burn the resin. There you go. It's completely smooth. And what I do is I cover it. So now nothing can get in, no fluffs, and I'll leave it to cure. So it's been 24 hours, the resin is fully cured. But these two little paintings, I did this one on camera for you, and I had enough resin left over to do a second one. So you can see how it brings out the shine. And I really like using the high viscosity resin on these smaller projects because it's a thicker resin, and when you spread it, it levels out a lot easier than the thinner ones, and it also doesn't roll off the edge as much, so it's easier to get a really nice clean finish on top. And because it has a shorter working time, you have less risk on getting anything stuck in it. Because it's a thicker resin, it does have a little bit more bubbles, so just to torch it twice, like 5 minutes later, let the air rise if there's anything in. I've never had any issues with bubbles, but I just want to mention it because they do tend to have a little bit more bubbles when it's a higher viscosity. So I hope this video was instructive and that I showed you how I use this resin and how easy it is to use. I'm really happy with the results, so bye everyone!